the garden where Night was born. Night had weight in the valley. It pressed against skin and stone alike, heavy as velvet soaked in ink. Darkness here was not the absence of light, but its origin, a deep-breathing thing that had never known dawn. The valley lay cupped between mountains shaped like closed hands. No sun had ever climbed their peaks, no shadow ever shifted. Above, the sky was an unbroken field of black, pricked with stars so near they seemed to hum. Below, the garden bloomed. Stars grew from the earth. They unfurled on slender stems, petals burning softly in shades of silver, blue, and pale gold. Their light did not banish the darkness. It embroidered it, stitched brilliance into the night like constellations caught mid-fall. When the wind moved through the valley, the flowers chimed faintly, a sound like glass remembering heat. The elders said this was where Night had been born when the world was young and the sun reckless. The sky split and darkness spilled into the earth and rooted itself here. The valley had never forgiven the light for leaving. Among the stars walked Lear. She glowed differently from the flowers, not brighter, but warmer. Her light had a pulse, a rhythm that rose and fell like breath. Her hair shimmered as if dusted with starlight, and her skin held the quiet sheen of dawn just before it breaks. Lear had been found at the center of the garden, cradled in a ring of collapsed blossoms, crying with a sound like a dying spark. The valley had raised her, the gardeners who tended the stars, the watchers who measured their slow bloom and fade. They loved her with reverence and fear, for they knew what she was not meant to last. Every step Lear took caused the flowers nearest her to lean toward her glow, as if recognizing something older than night. She felt their pull constantly, a longing threaded through her bones, urging her upward, outward, toward something she had never seen but always remembered. Daylight. You should not think about it, Elder Sova told her, voice brittle as frost. The valley needs night. The stars need darkness to survive, but the world beyond needs morning, Lear replied. She had heard the stories: lands trapped in endless dusk, crops failing, tides losing their rhythm. The valley's night had grown too strong, too greedy, spreading its roots beyond the mountains. And Lear understood why. Night had been born afraid. She wandered the garden alone, fingertips brushing glowing petals. Each flower whispered fragments of memory: the moment the sky first darkened, the hush after the sun fled, the relief of cool shadows settling over scorched earth. Night had not been cruel at first. It had been necessary, but necessity had hardened into hunger. At the valley's heart stood the Well of First Dark, a pool so black it reflected nothing, not even stars. It was there the elders gathered when the flowers dimmed and the night grew restless. It was there Lear finally went. The darkness stirred when she approached, thickening, coiling like a held breath. Her glow flickered, not in fear, but in recognition. You are the last, the night whispered, voice layered and endless. The final spark that remembers the sun. I am, Lear said. Her voice trembled, but she stood firm. And I am tired of watching the world forget how to wake. The night tightened around her, cold and vast. If dawn comes, it said, you will burn. I know. The truth had lived in her since birth. Dawn and starlight could not share the same body. She was made of threshold light, of transition. To summon the sun was to unmake herself. The garden sensed her decision. Stars dimmed. Petals curled inward. The chiming wind fell silent, as if the valley itself were listening. Lear stepped into the well. Darkness swallowed her ankles, her knees, her waist. It was not pain that struck her, but memory. Endless memory. She saw the first sunrise, fierce and unfiltered. She saw shadows shrinking, night retreating not in defeat but in rest. She felt the balance that had once existed, the gentle turning of time. She lifted her arms. Light tore through her, not the soft glow of stars, but something sharper, hotter, unforgiving. Her body cracked like a shell, too small for what it held. Hot. The valley screamed as the sky split, not violently, but with purpose. Dawn spilled. Sunlight poured over the mountains, cresting their peaks for the first time in history. It rushed into the valley, igniting the garden in a blaze of brilliance. The starflowers flared, then faded, their lights surrendering to gold, Lear burned. She did not scream. She dissolved into warmth, into color, into the breath of morning itself. Her last sensation was not loss, but release, the feeling of something long stuck finally turning. When the sun fully rose, the valley changed. The garden remained, but the stars were gone, replaced by pale blossoms that opened only at twilight. The well of first dark lay still, no longer hungry, its surface reflecting sky at last. Beyond the mountains, the world breathed again. In each morning when dawn arrives softly, instead of scorching, when light feels earned rather than forced, the elders say it is because night remembers the child, who taught it how to end, not in fear, but in grace. Somewhere in the gold of sunrise, Lear still exists, not as a body, but as a promise kept between dark and day. The garden no longer grows stars, but every dawn, the earth glows where night was born.